heart of every brand is people. When you move people, you build a brand. Hey, we're at the end of the year and it is that time where you might be thinking, where do I put my focus in 2024? What worked in 2023? What should I keep doing? What should I stop doing? Well, stay tuned. In this video, I'm going to share with you some trends that seem to be popping up all over the place and some fundamentals that will still be the same in 2024 and for years to come. Why? Well, hopefully after you watch this video, you will be clear about where to invest your time, money, and energy in the next year and where to block out the noise that is just a distraction. Hey, my name is Andrea. I'm a brand strategist and the founder of Legacy Creative. If you are a creative type person who's into branding, marketing, storytelling, teaching, any sort of online course creation, or you like to write books, this channel is for you. Every week, I drop a new video that helps people who like to create and build things that last leave a legacy. Think of this as the channel for people who like to build ideas. If that sounds like you, please be sure to subscribe and hit the little bell so you are notified next time we drop a video. All right, I don't know about you, but 2023 felt like a bit of a blender when it comes to the world of marketing, AI, content creation, and creating in general. Remember last year in January when there was a panic that AI was going to replace all copywriters and graphic designers and marketers and we would forever be out of jobs and changed? Well, guess what? Today, that tone has changed a little, and of course, AI is here to stay. However, there are some fundamentals that will always be fundamentals regardless of what's going on with AI, and that's what we're going to cover in today's video. The kind of fundamentals we're going to cover in today's video are the ones that makes human tick, the ones that are all about real people in real time that will really make buying decisions. And before I jump in, I just want to add a disclaimer. Yes, absolutely, I think AI is here to stay, and it's really important that if you work in any sort of creative field or you're a leader or a course creator that you really figure out how you can use AI in your business, but that doesn't mean that the human fundamentals have changed. What drives people to make buying decisions is the same today as it was 100 years ago. So that's what we're going to cover in this video. If your business or your income depends on humans, you should be thinking, how can you stay ahead of your competition by understanding strategies to connect with humans, real people? And how do humans, real people, actually work? Because it is still the humans that make the buying decisions. So with that in mind, let's dive into the 3 things that I think are going to stay the same in 2024 as they always have been, and how to tie them into your brand and your business strategy so that you can connect more with the real people in your business. And if you provide creative services to your clients, you probably want to think about these strategies and using them in what work you're providing for your clients, because again, it'll help them stay on top of trends and make you and your business more valuable to anybody. All right, the number one thing I think that's going to stay the same, that has always been there, is working closely with referral partners. Referral partners are a great way to build a lead generation strategy into your business and a great thing to count on in business. One of my favorite ways to create a timeless brand strategy is to find adjunct companies that you can collaborate with. So think about companies who already have a group of your ideal clients and they don't directly compete with you in what they provide to those clients. Where are all those people hanging out, and how can you grow your reach faster? By strategically aligning with people who are working with the same kind of people that you're working with. A great example of this is, let's say you're a health coach and your primary niche is helping your clients cook healthy meals and understand how to eat healthy foods. Well, most of the time, gyms and fitness studios like Orange Theory Fitness don't do that, but they do have tons of patrons of their business that are probably also interested in eating healthy food. So if you can find a way to work together with a local studio and share customers, it's more likely that you can grow an organic lead generation and nurturing and conversion strategy because you are working with another brand that's serving the same customers you want to serve. Another example, let's say you're a wedding planner. Well, the first things most brides do when they get engaged is they go and find the dress, right? They're like, oh yeah, I want to go find the dress. So if you're a wedding planner, you may want to consider collaborating with bridal shops and other people who provide services to brides so that when the bride is in there looking at a dress and deciding how they're going to spend their day, it's an easy place for that business to drive business to you as the wedding planner. Now, one for my own life here at Legacy Creative is we like to work with leaders and coaches, consultants, counselors, and authors. And often all of those people who service that industry like to write books. So they're almost always authors that work with us. However, we don't publish books. We don't directly work on publishing books. We don't even directly launch the books. What we do is we build the business and the brand strategy behind the book. So it's easy for us to collaborate with book coaches and publishers and publishing houses or self-publishers or whatever it is with people who are serving authors and provide a different service to those same people. If you can figure out in your business how to put a referral partner strategy into it, it extends beyond the changes in the algorithm and the price of paid traffic and a change in government policy and all the other things that you just can't influence or control. And if you have multiple relationships with multiple adjunct businesses, you are rich in relationship capital that you can use to grow your business and their business. Adding this into your strategy in 2024 may be the thing that gives you the growth bump or the foundational grounding to grow your business the way you want to. So here's my question to you. Do you have a referral connection strategy in your business right now? And if not, maybe you should think about adding one in, mapping it out, and seeing if it's a good idea to put into your business strategy and then put effort into it this year. If you don't, and this is an aha moment for you, I would suggest that you grab a pen and a paper right now, pause this video, and brainstorm who has a boatload of your clients already that's doing business with them, and how can you collaborate with those adjunct businesses to grow your brand and their brand. And then reach out to the owners and leaders of those companies and propose a collaboration strategy that works for all involved. This works when you approach it in a win-win-win way of thinking. How can you create a win for the other business owner? How can you create a win for you? And ultimately, how can you create a win for the end client? Number two thing that will stay the same in 2024 and for years to come is that humans still crave connection, and you should build that into your business. Yes, 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 this is a thing. People need to connect. It is a core human need. So if your business depends on helping people connect and trust one another, you should be doubling down on your efforts to be real, to show up for your customers, and to serve on a human-to-human experience. Remember, we are human to human, heart to heart, and brain to brain. Humans want connection. When you are thinking about your brand and your brand strategy for growing in the next year, it is so easy to get lost in numbers like how many followers and subscribers and what's your list size and what's your traffic to your website and what do the analytics say and blah, 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 blah. Guess what? All of those numbers, if you're lucky, are people, not bots. Real people that want to do business with you. On the end of every click is a person. If you want to grow a real business, you're going to need real customers who want to do business with you. So if you have an email that goes out every week and you have subscribers, every one of those subscribers is not a number, it is a person. And your email is landing in a real inbox, and that person has real overwhelm and other things going on in their life and an already full inbox. So when you think about them, keep it real, and how can you connect with them? And what is that person that is reading that email? How real can you keep it? People want connection. So when you're creating, write to one person. When you're making a video, think of one person who will get it. That is why it is so important to find out who you are, who you're going to serve in your business, and how you can connect to people. If you keep this top of mind, that it's all about human to human and heart to heart and brain to brain connection, you will find the right people to do business with you. With a small audience of a few hundred of the right people, you can have a thriving business. And if you work with clients, remember that you want to bring this up when you're setting goals with them. Get really clear, like it isn't about more, it's about focused. How can you make your business streamlined and find the right person to come into it? Now, here are a couple tips specifically that you can use to make sure that you're focusing on people. Number one, know the archetypes of your clients. Know who your clients are. Use the archetype tool. That's a very common tool. It's got 12 common archetypes. Know who your clients are from an archetype standpoint and make sure that you use language that resonates with them. Number two thing you can do to really connect human to human is have decision-making values that you use in your business and actually use them. I'm not talking about like a fancy list of values that goes on a wall and then you look at it but never do anything about it. I mean, think about who you are as a business, have your values super clear, and act in accordance with that. When you do that and you show up for your audience in a real way, you will be surprised how you attract the right people and you repel the wrong people. And if you are clear about that, you will create a human-to-human connection. Number three thing you can do to create a human connection is show up in real life in real time for your people. So decide what you're going to do that's going to nurture your group. It might be like start a Facebook group and then go live in that Facebook group. It might be go on Instagram stories and just be real in who you are. Show up and be human for your audience, and you will be surprised and amazed at how well that works. Number three thing that is going to stay the same in 2024 and for years to come is think about the legacy you are leaving and creating with your business. Okay, I know this one is a little strange, and why am I putting it on the list of things that aren't going to change? Well, here's why. People who have visions and make them come to life, think about that first. They see at least the next step or two in their mind, but every year they're also thinking about their legacy and their vision and what extends beyond that and what might come from their business. It doesn't mean that the business is going to come and grow exactly how they think about it, but they are starting to think about it. When I was doing research for this video, I thought it'd be kind of interesting to look back to like 1924 and see what companies were started then and where they are now based on some legacy or vision that they had. So I narrowed it down to two, and I thought I'd share these stories with you. Duracell was created in 1924, and they started providing mercury batteries for the military, and today they're still a top battery manufacturer, owned and publicly traded by Procter & Gamble. Now, obviously, they've had to adjust in the last century because battery technology has changed, but they're still providing people with something they need, and they are still giving humans power. So something that started 100 years ago and they were thinking long-term is still around 100 years later. My number 2 example in this one and why you want to be thinking about legacy when you're building your business is a company that's close to my heart. It's a publishing company. Simon & Schuster was founded in 1924. And get this, the founders pooled $8,000 to start the company, which would be equivalent of about $125,000 in today's money, all because one of their aunts pointed out that she loved doing crossword puzzles in the New York Times and there were no books that sold crossword puzzles. So they saw a gap in the market, they decided to start a publishing company, and all they published to start with was crossword puzzle books. Now, today, Simon & Schuster is one of the largest publishing houses in the world, and they started by solving one small problem, providing entertainment, and of course today they're a giant. So here's my question for you. How can you build into your brand strategy something where you're thinking long-term, like how can you still be making a difference in the world in decades to come? What will grow in your brand is what you commit to and what you invest in. Let's recap 3 brand and business strategies that will still stay the same and work even in the fast-paced world of 2024. The first one is decide if you want to work with referral partners and see if you can put that in your brand strategy. The second one is build human connection wherever you can, be as real and as raw and as all of you as possible. And the third one is think about your legacy. Think about things you can do in your brand that are going to keep you around for decades and maybe even centuries. I hope you found this helpful. And while you're planning your 2024, remember to focus on fundamentals. If you did like this and you have friends that are like you, please consider sharing this video because that's how we grow and help more people. Until next time, my name is Andrea. Make it a great day.